Why does a country with fewer people than many global cities rank above economic superpowers in innovation? The 2025 Global Innovation Index just revealed something uncomfortable. Every year the Global Innovation Index reframes the map of tomorrow. The 2025 edition shows an important shift. Small, strategic states and focused clusters keep outperforming size, and some big economies are being nudged down the leaderboard as investment growth slows. What is the GII, who prepares it, and how the rating works? The Global Innovation Index is an annual benchmarking report produced under the stewardship of the World Intellectual Property Organization, with a set of research partners and data contributors. It covers more than 130 economies worldwide. What it measures: research and development spending, education and human capital strength, infrastructure and digital readiness, venture capital and market sophistication, patent filings and scientific publications, high-tech exports and creative outputs. How the ranking works? Two main pillars: innovation inputs and innovation outputs. Inputs measure the environment for innovation. Outputs measure the real results produced. Final score balances both capability and performance. Economies must meet minimum data coverage to qualify. Why it matters? It predicts future economic strength. It identifies overperformers beyond income level. It reveals which countries are building long-term advantage. Top 10 countries in the recent Global Innovation Index 2025. 1. Switzerland, world-class R&D intensity, precision clusters, and top per capita patent and cluster outputs. 2. Sweden, consistent social policy plus high digital adoption plus scalable startups. 3. United States, VC capital, AI leadership, and deep cluster networks. 4. Republic of Korea, semiconductor and hardware excellence, huge R&D intensity. 5. Singapore, targeted policy, talent magnetism, and exceptional ease of doing business. 6. United Kingdom, strong university industry channels and leading finance tech hubs. 7. Finland, education excellence, digital public services, and cluster coordination. 8. Netherlands, logistics plus digital services plus high innovation outputs per capita. 9. Denmark, green tech leadership and strong institutional support for startups. 10. China, massive scale in patents and R&D spending, and first time inside the top 10 in 2025. Continent-wise breakup of the top 100 clusters. WIPO's 2025 cluster ranking maps the top 100 geographic innovation hubs, city, metropolitan clusters. Asia leads in the number of clusters overall, with China alone hosting the largest share of top 100 clusters. Asian clusters also dominate scientific publications and high-tech production. North America, strong concentration of elite clusters, San Jose, San Francisco, New York, Boston, with the United States contributing approximately 22 clusters to the top 100. North American clusters lead in VC deal activity and large AI scale-up ecosystems. Europe, dense network of clusters, Germany, UK, Netherlands, Switzerland, contributing multiple top clusters and continuing to account for a big share of research output and patenting. Europe remains strongly represented across the top 100. Middle East and Northern Africa, growing representation, several economies in Northern Africa and Western Asia show momentum. The region is improving in human capital indicators and VC activity. Latin America and Africa, still underrepresented in the top tiers but showing pockets of progress. Mexico City entered cluster top 100 in 2025, and several African economies improved country-level rankings. Top movers and gainers. China entered the national top 10 for the first time, 10th, boosted by large R&D spending and patent output. India, consistent climb to 38th overall and 4 clusters in the top 100, Bengaluru, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, reflecting stronger startup activity and VC inclusion in cluster metrics. Qatar, notable multi-year rise in the G, example of small energy-rich economy diversifying into innovation, moving steadily upward. Tunisia and Albania, examples of smaller economies making year-on-year improvements, driven by gains in human capital indicators and scientific outputs. Why some countries struggle? The GII doesn't just praise success, it reveals structural failure points that repeat across laggards. Underinvestment in R&D, economies spending less than 1% of GDP on R&D consistently lag. The 2025 report warns that global R&D growth has slowed and that low investment hits future capacity. Brain drain and talent bottlenecks, universities produce graduates but weak industry links or lack of skilled jobs push talent abroad. Weak VC and market depth, without capital to scale, startups stall at prototype stage. 2025 cluster changes explicitly rewarded VC deal activity. Fragile institutions and policy churn, inconsistent policy cycles discourage long-term science and infrastructure investment. Infrastructure gaps, digital connectivity, power stability, and logistics remain bottlenecks for many middle and low-income countries. If you are enjoying this deep dive, hit subscribe now. We release investigative explainers every week that unpack rankings like this, geographical insights and geopolitics. Don't miss the next one. Geopolitical impact. Why this matters beyond economics? Innovation rankings translate directly into geopolitical leverage. Supply chain leverage, semiconductor or battery dominance lets countries influence global manufacturing and national security. AI and digital standards. Countries leading in AI research and scale determine norms, standards, and platform architectures that other nations must adapt to. Soft power and diplomacy. Elite clusters and university networks attract global talent and create long-term influence, research partnerships, foreign direct investment. Economic resilience. Innovation capability buffers economies from commodity shocks and makes policy tools more effective in crises. The GII shows policy stability and education investment matter as much as raw resources. 10 key takeaways from Global Innovation Index. 1. Innovation outranks population. Small countries can lead. 2. R&D intensity and conversion to patents and products are decisive. 3. VC and scaling ecosystems are now part of the cluster score. Capital matters. 4. Clusters concentrate power. Top 100 clusters account for a huge share of patents, publications, and VC. 5. Asia and North America dominate cluster counts. China and the US lead in number of clusters. 6. Slowing global R&D growth is a red flag for future innovation velocity. 7. Policy stability and education are long-term multipliers. 8. Geopolitics now rides on innovation. Semiconductors, AI, clean tech. 9. Overperformers exist. Income level doesn't fully determine innovation success. 10. This ranking is actionable. Governments, corporates, and universities use it to redesign strategy. The Global Innovation Index 2025 does more than hand out rankings. It rewrites the map of influence, showing that carefully engineered policy, deep clusters, and access to capital can let relatively small nations punch far above their weight. For creators, investors, and policymakers, this is a call to action. Invest in education, protect long-term R&D pipelines, and build clusters that attract risk capital. Subscribe, like, and tell me in the comments which country you think will disrupt the next index.